Yes, I can tell you freely that every meaningful Igbo man and woman is supposed to have this particular wristwatch. Now, the wristwatch, like I said, goes with this calendar. This is a 13-month calendar. And you know, many of us talk about the celebrations we celebrate during the calendar time, during this. And some of us know how this, when this celebration is done and how it's done. But many of us don't even know the reason why that these celebrations are here. And why these celebrations are here is even as important as the celebrations themselves, because everything that we do in Igbo land is about information. These things are libraries. These events, these celebrations, they are libraries. There are a lot of information loaded in them, even in the rituals that are taking place. Now, this is a wristwatch that has a lot of information, like I said. So much information in it. And we know why we hide those informations there, so that it will get to the right hands. And it is only those who actually understand the importance of those informations that will have it. Okay, when we look at this particular calendar that goes with the watch, now you will see that we talked about the 13 months. Now, the 13 months is trying to tell you how life came to be. It's all about the process of life and nothing more. It's all about reminding us. There are a lot of information packed here. It started with Onwambo. It has no name. It's just Onwambo, which means one. The number one. Now, telling you that everything started from one source and then began to develop. The first thing he did was to cut itself into two. Then we have Onwabo. Then when it gets to the third one, instead of dividing into three, what did he do? We have Ifeike. And Eke means explosion. You understand? Eke is fire, it's energy. It's like something busted out. And that is why we believe that the universe is called Owa in Igbo language. Hewarawa. So it was at the fourth month is telling you about the coming together. Izuko, which is Ano, Izu, Hezurezu, a complete circle. When they came together to form, then now we move from that Onwana to Onwagu. And then what is that telling you? It's talking about arrangement, order. It's talking about arrangement. It's talking about order. It's talking about to build, to set structures. Then the moment those structures were set, they now introduced Ifajoku. Now, Ifajoku is explaining the level or the height of spiritual realm which these things are taking place. It was in Ifajoku that they now divided the process of life into three stages. Chi, Mo, and the Mado. Then that realm in which these things are happening became the realm of Chi. And that is why we have Alom Chi. From Alom Chi, we entered Alom Mo. We entered to Elom Mo. From Elom Mo, the whole thing manifested in Allah. We have one Allah. Because Allah, in this case now, is talking about the earth itself, Allah. So that is why everything that you can see, you and I are seeing, are what is visible in this particular earth. You understand? So it is talking about the earth. The earth becomes the physical manifestation of those things that we are obtaining in the spiritual realm that went through the process of more to manifest. Then when we leave the earth, when after Allah, what again happens? They now talked about Okike. And our people has had this belief that Okike means to create. No. Okike here is sharing, distributing. Is sharing, splitting. everything going to its place. And how were they splitted? How did they share them? You see it in Onwa Ala, Ajala, and Onwa Eda Ajala, which is talking about that everything that has male has also female. So it's talking about two energies, feminine and masculine and feminine energy. And that is how everything was created. Feminine and masculine. There is nothing like opposite. There is nothing like opposing. No. It's binary complementary. One supporting the other. One fulfilling the other. One completing the other. And that is why he talked about Ajala and Eda Ajala, telling you about the masculine and the feminine energy. So, after which, we now come to Onwa Abara, which so many people call Onwa Alose or Woza Alose, but we prefer to call it Onwa Abara because of the nature of what transpires or what the message is trying to portray. Onwa Abara, which talks about where the old and the new are interwoven, because it is Onwa Abara that initiates you and then brings you to the beginning of the circle again, and the circle continues. And most of these celebrations that were done are done in honor for us to remember this process of life. Otundu Sibia. So that we will not forget. Everything is a library in Igbo land. And that is why we feel that it is cheating on our own self if we